Welcome to your Parent and Student Exam Guide. Let's work through this question together, step by step. Today, we're looking at weakening arguments, the base rate trap. This worked example is from gotestprep.com.au, Australia's leading online preparation platform for NSW Selective and Opportunity Class exams.
Okay, so here's what we're looking at. A tech magazine published a report showing that in the last year, 10,000 Z phone users reported a cracked screen, while only 1,000 X phone users reported a cracked screen. A blogger wrote, "The X phone is clearly more durable. If you want to avoid a broken screen, you should definitely choose an X phone over a Z phone." Which one of these statements, if true, most weakens the blogger's argument? Option A is there are 5 million Z phones currently in use, but only 50,000 X phones in use. Option B is Z phones have a larger screen than X phones, making them easier to drop. Option C is the cost of repairing a Z phone screen is higher than repairing an X phone screen. And finally, option D, most X phone users also buy a protective heavy-duty case for their device. Those are all four choices. All right, let's solve this step by step. Our strategy is to find what makes the blogger's comparison unfair.
Quick plan first, then we'll work through it together. Okay, so before the steps, keep the argument on screen. The blogger compares raw totals. More Z phone screens cracked, so X phone must be more durable. For weakening argument questions like this, ask whether the comparison is fair. Do we have the right denominator? Let us pin down the blogger's claim.
All right, let's work through it. Step 1, pin down the blogger's claim. Okay, so let's pin down the blogger's claim. The blogger sees 10,000 cracked Z phone screens versus only 1,000 cracked X phone screens. Conclusion, X phone is more durable, choose X phone. But are we comparing the right thing? Raw numbers alone do not tell the full story. We need to ask how many people own each phone in the first place.
Right, step 2, why raw numbers mislead? Okay, so why do raw numbers mislead us here? What really matters is the rate, how often a screen cracks per phone in use. If Z phone has vastly more users, then even with more cracked screens in total, it could actually be the more durable phone. We need the denominator, the total number of phones in use for each brand. That is the number the blogger never checked.
Right, step 3. Option A reveals the real rates. Okay, so let's check each option. Option A, there are 5 million Z phones in use, but only 50,000 X phones. Now the real rates emerge. 10,000 cracks from 5 million Z phones is 1 in 500, but 1,000 cracks from just 50,000 X phones is 1 in 50. X phones crack 10 times more often. The blogger had it completely backwards. Option B, Z phones have a larger screen, making them easier to drop. That actually supports the idea that Z phones should crack more. It does not weaken the blogger. Option C, repairs cost more for Z phones. Completely irrelevant to which phone is more durable. Option D, X phone users buy protective cases. Interesting, but it does not expose the statistical flaw the way option A does. Option A is the answer.
Okay, so the correct answer is option A. There are 5 million Z phones currently in use, but only 50,000 X phones in use. Nice work following along.
If you found that helpful, visit gotestprep.com.au. We have comprehensive, lesson-by-lesson courses for NSW Selective and Opportunity Class tests, with detailed explanations so you can immediately target your weak areas, along with full timed practice tests that simulate the actual exam. You can get started for free. That's gotestprep.com.au. Link in the description.